Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, September 13. Government and the Nurses Association of Jamaica, NAJ, have now reached a wage agreement for the contract period 2017 to 2021. The NAJ signed the agreement at the Finance Ministry yesterday, paving the way for nurses to receive a 16% salary increase over 4 years. In addition, the amount available for tertiary grants to nurses will increase from $5 to $8 million annually. NAJ members will also be able to access an additional $500,000 each for scholarships at the master's level, which is being upped from $1 to $1.5 million per scholarship. Another provision in the agreement calls for the Ministry of Health to get 4 30-seater buses to transport nurses who work on late shifts and 1 15-seater for the NAJ office.
With this agreement, it brings to approximately 80% the number of public sector workers who are covered by a 4-year wage agreement. These discussions have been conducted in an atmosphere of mutual respect, of openness, of transparency, and we are indeed grateful to the Nurses Association of Jamaica.
We have had a more humane interaction. We have had that kind of respect for each other, and I really appreciated that.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has instructed the police and transport officials to ensure more efficient traffic management and diversions are implemented to ease congestion in the corporate area. The directive was issued yesterday during a meeting the Prime Minister called with the senior management of the National Works Agency, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and Chinese construction firm China Harbour Engineering Company, CHEC.
The government will be putting in place the necessary measures to ensure that the public can get to their destination on time and with sufficient ease.
This week has witnessed significant traffic challenges due to major roadworks taking place across the corporate area. In response, Prime Minister Holness has instructed the NWA to improve signage and give specific designated routes, especially the alternate corridors for the 3 miles, Hagley Park and Constant Spring areas. Daily peak hour briefings in the media are also to take place as Mr. Holness directed the police and NWA to improve communication with the public.
There should be visibly a level of urgency displayed by the officials to ensure that this matter is addressed.
The Prime Minister also revealed that government was actively looking at some other alternatives, particularly for operators of large trucks and articulated vehicles that previously trafficked the 3 miles area. Meanwhile, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, is urging the public to exercise patience as government works to alleviate the traffic issues. During Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing, Minister Vaz said the dissemination of real-time information and installation of additional signs and alternative routes ordered by the Prime Minister would be implemented. In addition to that, he said shortening the road construction work time for the 3 miles area was also being explored.
So we're also looking at working hours and the possibility of night working so that we can reduce the 8 months to a lesser time based on what we know, and of course with Christmas coming.
Minister Vaz said government was sensitive to the concerns of the motoring public, but stressed that the benefits of the road projects would far outweigh the negatives.
It's not only about the improvement of roads, and of course transportation and time is critical to any growing economy, but most importantly, what you will be able to get in terms of improved sewage, improved water supplies, improved telecommunication. So there's a whole lot of benefits to road infrastructure improvement. So I ask for your patience, I ask for your sensitivity.
In other transport news, government has welcomed the introduction of a new service-driven taxi company in the country. 876 On The Go taxi service was launched on Tuesday from its base at 34 to 36 Old Hope Road in St. Andrew. CEO Olivia Lindsay says the company will offer Wi-Fi on board, refreshments, and in-cab tablet for browsing. Minister of Transport and Mining Robert Montego says this will transform the local transportation industry.
With the 876 on-the-go service that is being rolled out and the unique features of the service, you're getting Wi-Fi so that if you're stuck in traffic, you can browse. You're getting water.
The company also has an app on Google Play and the Apple Store, which has a tracker and a feature to have a friend track you while in their vehicles. It sends information on the car and has a picture of the driver as well. Jamaicans are being urged to participate in the International Coastal Cleanup Exercise this Saturday, September 15. Activities are being organized by the Jamaica Environment Trust, JET, the National Environment and Planning Agency, NEPA, and the Urban Development Corporation, UDC. Though the main projects are the Palisadoes Strip in Kingston and the Hellshire Bay Beach in St. Catherine, persons are being encouraged to clean up at a location they regularly use. So far, 37 groups with over 1,000 volunteers have signed up to rid the country of improperly disposed waste and garbage.
In addition to cleaning up the garbage, we'll also be looking at ways of dealing with sargassum, which is to clean it and remove it from the coastline, because this is actually making the coastline inaccessible to Jamaicans.
Dr. Sean Townsend of the UDC was speaking at a JIS think tank on Tuesday. Persons may sign up and participate in this year's International Coastal Cleanup Day activities by visiting nepa.gov.jm or jamintrust.org. And finally, former Cabinet Minister and Member of Parliament Easton Douglas is to be accorded an official funeral by the government of Jamaica. Information Minister Senator Ruel Reid made the announcement during Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing at Jamaica House. The funeral for Mr. Douglas, who died on Sunday, August 26, will be held at the St. Andrew Parish Church on Hagley Park Road on September 20. The service is to start at 10 a.m. and interment will follow at the St. Dorothy's Anglican Church Cemetery in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. Easton Douglas was Member of Parliament for South East St. Andrew from 1989 until 2002 when he retired. He was also Minister of Health, Public Service and Environment and Housing. Prior to that, Mr. Douglas had a long career in the public sector, serving as Permanent Secretary in the Ministries of National Security and Housing in the late 1970s and 1980s. Before that, he worked as Government Town Planner. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.